Barbados, get up.
Good morning, Barbados, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, 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 morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, morning, Barbados, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, morning, Barbados, good morning.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Morning to you.
Are we jamming? Are we jamming? Are we jamming? Yes, are we jamming? Take a wine, but get going. Take a wine, but get going. Are we jamming?
Pump it,
Pump it, so I know something. That's enough. I will still take a wine, but that.
hear what size of woman. Tie up like a duck. Easing up on your property. Run from back to the back. Drinks inside the left hand. Easing up on your property. Hold on, she waits.
Take a wine, but that. Take a wine, but that. Are we jamming?
Hold on, she waits.
Take a wine, but get going. Take a wine, but get going. Are we jamming? Different body. Know how you say.
I on the way, down there. Somebody,
As we come to play, come to play.
hear what size of woman. Tie up like a duck. Easing up on your property. Run from back to the back. Drinks inside the left hand. Easing up on your property. Hold on, she waits.
Take a wine, but that. Take a wine, but that. Are we jamming?
Hold on, she waits.
Take a wine, but get going. Take a wine, but get going. Are we jamming?
Hold on, she waits.
Take a wine, but that. Take a wine, but that. Are we jamming?
Hold on, she waits.
Take a wine, but get going. Take a wine, but get going. Are we jamming? Yes, are we jamming? Are we jamming? Are we jamming? Are we jamming? Yes, are we jamming?
We the best music.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world, your playlist, your station. 98.1 The One.
Morning Barbados, welcome to today. It is Friday the 29th of May 2026. I'm Pearson Boyne and we're excited about Crop Over. The season has truly started and we've been inviting all of our artists to stop over for Crop Over and spend some time with us while they share what they have created just to make the season spicier and sweeter. And so you just heard the performance from Just Smooth. He said, hold on. I said, hold on too. Just Smooth, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
So what are we holding on to?
Well, we're holding on to everything that we want to this season, definitely holding on for time, holding on for life, and definitely holding on for the festivities for sure.
And so far so good for you?
So far so good, yeah, the response has been good and I'm hearing a lot of Crop Over music out early, so I'm happy for that.
You can hear, but do you like it?
I'm saying the quality is definitely up this year, that's what I would say.
Good to hear. What's your plan for the season this year though?
Yeah, well, the plan definitely for the season is to hold on to the season and to everything that it can give me, for sure. This song was written with the mindset of all of those things encompassing that happens inside of the party, you know, and holding on. Obviously, I portrayed it as a dance, as we usually do in the festival time, and you know, just you know, put a hand on the waist for a little guidance for guys like me, you know, that you know, don't have too good of a rhythm.
Little guidance.
Little
That's
guidance.
all right, but don't hold on too long, because in holding on too long, you might. Anyway, don't worry about that part of it. You figured out in your mind where I'm going with that.
Yes.
All right, so here we are now. This is your. How many times have you entered Crop Over really?
Well, this is probably from 2012. So
So since 2012 you've been doing this.
Yes.
This year there's $100,000 up for grab in the party tomorrow.
yes, there is.
Is that part of your focus?
Yeah, it is. I threw my chance to the hat. Yes.
You say of yourself you're a singer, songwriter, producer, all of those things.
Yes.
Would that be correct?
That would be correct.
So who's worked on the production of this?
Darian Bailey. So big ups to Decibel Productions for sure. This guy is so intense. I keep saying he's a really good musician. So from the time I came in and I gave him that project, I gave him no music, just the song. That guy started immediately. Like, as we were here talking, he turned to the piano and he started there and then.
And that's the way you like it?
Yeah, definitely.
At least when you connect with the producer immediately who sees that vision and gets it right away, it makes the work a lot easier.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Marketing in terms of your time, because you're such a busy man.
Yes.
Finding the time to do all of this and
Yeah.
all else that you need to make sure your track rises to the top. How is it for you?
That's, as you said, it's very busy. It's a lot of hard work, and big ups to everybody that is helping me out. You definitely need a team for these things, so big up to Darian and the team as well. Big up to Danny Reed for sure. Damien Marve, big ups to Wizard, Mr. Shot, CJ, whole set of people I have, you know, that backing me as well. So
how in terms of bookings and stuff for the season now, how are you looking?
yeah, so bookings, well, they're coming in, trickling slow.
But
there are a
coming.
lot of events, but yes.
But they're coming.
But
So
they're coming.
It's Just Smooth. So for
Yes.
those watching who say, hold on, I want to know how to find this man, Pearson. So hold on, don't ask him anything else. How can we find you on social so we get to
on
you?
socials, you can definitely find me at Just Smooth Music, any handle. This is on YouTube, Instagram, any social media, and that's spelled JUSSMOOVEMUSIC.
M-U-S-I-C.
Yes.
So you spelled it and you used the right words.
The right word, the right music.
Just Smooth Music is where you find him on socials. And
Yes.
so it's accessible right now for people to download and the like, because that seems
Yes.
to be the way the industry goes generally.
Definitely. If your stuff is not online, it's not available
don't
everywhere, then
exist.
yeah, you don't really exist. So everybody's trying to do that now. So yeah.
All right, so Party Monarch is in your focus.
Yeah.
Just making
Oh,
sure
Sweet
that
Soca.
for Sweet Soca.
Sweet Soca, yeah.
Just making sure that you are appearing everywhere across the season is another part of your team's effort to make sure that you get out there with Hold On.
Yes.
Is it only Hold On you've released for the year?
It's not only Hold On, but it was the first track that I released. I have two more tracks, one called Comfort with Shockwave Productions, and one called When It's Calling. Yeah.
When it's calling.
When It's Calling. That's
and
with CJ
Comfort.
on the gym section. rhythm.
Comfort.
Comfort.
You
You
know,
listen to the song and you.
All right. Gotta wait.
You understand.
Do I have to wait patiently, or is it soon to be dropped?
That was dropped. I think we dropped yesterday.
Oh, yesterday?
Yesterday. So
Is
we played a
that
couple of
soon?
times. Yeah, already.
Good.
So you should be hearing that for sure.
Good. Comfort by Shockwave
Comfort.
Productions. Shockwave, we know Shockwave internally very well. And so we want you to listen up for even more from Just Smooth. So Just Smooth, I really want to wish you a wonderful Crop Over season.
Yes.
I know for a lot of people they said, but it only just began. No, it hasn't.
No, it
Over
began a
music
long
has
time
been
before.
a long time.
I mean, we're now basically paying attention to the festival.
Yes.
you know, because it's after all of those other prior festivities. But the artists and producers and everybody have been working around the clock, band leaders and what's not, yeah.
And so, folks, get on board fast. They're Crop Over moving down the road. This Sweetest Summer Festival is already going, and it's getting sweeter and sweeter. So just hold on, but in holding on, enjoy the festival as you do so. It's Hold On is the name of the track from Just Move. He has another one called Comfort, which was dropped, as they said in the business, yesterday. And then the other one,
When It's Calling.
When It's Calling, that's coming really, really soon. So he has a body of music available for all of us to enjoy for the season. I hope you do enjoy it tremendously.
Yes.
Just Move, thank you for joining with us this morning. And
thank you
for
as well.
stopping by for Crop Over, man.
No problem, man.
All right, you're
Enjoy.
welcome. Folks, we're taking a break here. We're coming back in just a moment.
We the best music.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook.
Please, please.
This is your world, your playlist, your station. 98.1 The One.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
This is where Barbadian football lives. Every Monday from 8:03 p.m., step onto the touchline. A 30-minute show featuring the BFA Premier League. Join Anmar Goodrich Boyce and Damien Best as they review the action. The goals, the grit, the glory, and the stories shaping the league. From kickoff to the final whistle, this is
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We say to all of you, all things bright and beautiful, the Lord God made them all, and then he made us too. And so in us, he made people with ingenuity, people with creativity, people who see beauty in everything. And Barbados, as you know, is on the road to 60 this year as we get ready to celebrate our 60th anniversary of independence, 5 years as a republic. And so the Barbados Horticultural Society went somewhere, and they represented us so well in that somewhere, as we've grown accustomed. So joining us this morning is the president of the Barbados Horticultural Society and my good friend, Jennifer Weech. Good to see you again. Good morning.
Thank you, Pearson.
Good. And a member you brought with you, Andrea Quinton. Good morning.
Good morning, Pearson.
You look so golden.
Well, that's what we do, gold.
Exactly. And there's every reason as a Barbadian to feel proud today, because yet again, you've brought home the gold.
Yes,
Amen.
we did.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
very much.
Yeah.
Does it get tired?
No, we enjoy it 100%. A lot of work, but we do enjoy it.
But every year, you know, you wonder whether or not you've done enough or someone else has done even better.
Well, the RHS judges are very picky. So every year we learn something else that we shouldn't do or should do. But we get there in the end.
I can't imagine the anticipation, the excitement on the night before the announcement.
Yes, we go down at 7 in the morning and look to see what we've got on the stand. Yeah, we gotta go.
And that's the magic as to how it's done at Chelsea Flower Show,
Yeah.
where you really don't know.
You don't know.
You are not in the room while they affix their particular
No,
positioning.
Yeah.
And then you just wait with anticipation and hope. Andrea, where were you the day you peeked inside and you saw gold?
Pearson, can I tell you
Yes, you may.
that Jenny and one other of the team went down. The rest of us were rather tired. I rolled over when I heard my phone buzz. That was when she sent the message. So I was still in bed, just exhausted, but yes, I was dreaming of the gold.
So all of your energy came right back,
Right
right then.
back.
Yeah.
Gold, we've done it. But what was the theme, Jennifer?
The theme was on the road to 60 because that's what we are doing this year, and we had the Independence Arch. We had it made here in Barbados and shipped up there, and then we had to reassemble it and decorate it, and I think it went down very, very well.
You know, we understand the road to 60. We
Yeah.
understand our Independence Arch, but then to be able to display it in such a way that other people from elsewhere get it.
Yes.
That takes a lot of creativity
Yes.
and planning. I know for Andrew, you've been a part of this for a little while, also as one who pulls it all together.
Pearson, this was
ma'am.
my first year, and it was a tremendous experience for me. Ever grateful for all that I've learned. It was like I went right back to school and had a crash course.
Yeah, we worked her hard.
I'm glad you
I
worked so hard as
totally
well.
enjoyed it.
Well, maybe
though.
you were the spice that added the flavor to the outcome.
Wow.
How does that sound to you?
That sounds brilliant. Thank you for that. I'm going to use it.
Well done. But, you know, Jennifer, in terms of interpretation, because for a lot of us, we just see beauty in the color. But there's much more that the judges look for, not just the color alone.
Yeah, well, you have to have good quality material, foliage as well as flowers. They're very picky about that. Then you have to have the interpretation. What you say your name is has to come through
Right.
in the display. So the road that went through with mahogany pods, everybody didn't know what they were. So we took all the mahogany pods and laid them out as a road, and that was brilliant. That
Sweet.
caused a lot of
Interest.
interest.
Yes.
Wow. We just shared a photograph while you were talking. Could we share that again? Look.
Yeah. Yes, that's
this
the
is it.
mahogany
Yes.
mahogany pod road.
This is so different.
Yes.
But look at the entrance as we're walking into the arch and to go under the arch.
Yes.
The flowers to the right, the red and the white.
Okay, that represents England and the yellow Barbados. So that was the break when
That
we
was
had
the
our independence.
transition
Okay.
from the colonial rule to our
Yeah.
independence.
But the wonderful thing is, it's not never the twain to meet again. They're
No.
still next to each other, so we still have connection and
Correct.
association.
Well,
So
you
I-
know how many English tourists come here.
Exactly, exactly. And then now here it is. I would never have thought to take that mahogany pod and to use it in the way that you
Yes,
use it.
yeah.
I would just sweep it up and discard of it.
Well, we were a little bit scared because in late April, there were no mahogany pods anywhere. And then all of a sudden, nature took its course, and pow, they were there. So we could sweep them up and take them.
Somehow nature was peeping in on your plan.
Yeah.
They understood this. In terms of planning the design, I know it takes months perhaps before, because you have to begin to put together the material you're working with. How long before a competition?
They'll tell you we start in October, and every Wednesday we have a meeting. And we do it ourselves. We don't have an experienced or a professional planner. We do it ourselves. We decide this, we take it out, we put it in, you know, we go right through till we feel that that is the right thing. And that is because the whole team does that. And even if one of us is not going up and has been before and can share some experiences, everybody is brought in to decide what we're going to do. So we have to think now for next year.
from October.
From October, yeah, we give them a break.
And so the planning now begins again. And so,
Yeah.
Andrea, it was your first time.
First time.
As the first timer now, talk to me about what you've learned from this experience, what you've gained.
I want to share the first step through the Chelsea gate. I was totally blown away by the magnitude of the operation. So not just pertaining to our exhibit, but the entire operation, the almost incomprehensible logistics required by the RHS to put it together. But as for my personal experience and participation, I was overwhelmed, but I was carried by those who had been before with experience. They were patient. You know, we were all under quite a bit of stress, but they were right there to guide me, and for that I'm ever grateful. And during that guidance is when I had my baptism by fire, learning. It was just, I felt like a sponge soaking it all in. An absolutely tremendous experience.
And now you're excited to do it again.
I am, absolutely.
And energized as well. So generally what happens is that certain personages would walk through and come through. So who, and I know the support of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Incorporated is so important to how you present as well. Let's talk a little bit about that contribution. Who showed up?
Well, we had our High Commissioner. We had the lady who, Ilan Motley, who runs BTMI. And we had...
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, yes, here we are.
So all of these important people took time to come through. I can see High Commissioner Hinkson smiling. His cheekbones just want to rest following the win indeed. And so congratulations to a full team, And you also had musician Dennis Bovell.
I was just about to say that. Well, Dennis Bovell was amazing because he was in St. Lucia at the Jazz Festival, and he came in on Gatwick and drove from Gatwick straight to Chelsea, and he said only Barbados could get me to do this.
Bless him.
He was quite good.
Well, I can imagine though the conversation as you did welcome people to our Independence Arch, our Road to 60. So Andrea, talk to me a little bit of engagement with those who came just to view.
Pearson, I want to share. There were two instances that for me were very emotional. One was another exhibitor. She had just gotten off of her routine setting up. So this was before we opened to the public, but we were pretty much finishing off. And I saw her come around and just stand there, and she burst into tears. And I went over to her, I said, "Are you okay?" She said, "I've never seen so much beautiful flowers," because of course our tropical flowers are just amazing in the midst of the very calm, tinier, more delicate sort of British flowers. And I think she was just exhausted, and to be drawn, she said, "I saw the color and I had to come and I'm so happy." And then we had a wonderful chat about what we were portraying by our exhibit. And the second one was a West Indian couple. So what we saw was a beautiful mixture. The West Indians living in the UK always gravitated towards the exhibit because, of course, they recognized their flowers. They saw the arch. And this couple said they had been in Barbados for their wedding. And that was some 20 years ago. And I said, "Well, have you returned?" And the wife looked at the husband and frowned and went, "No." And I said, "How about renewing those vows?" And the husband said, We should, Han. We should.
Wow.
Those were two of the most wonderful interfaces.
Thank you for being an ambassador for Barbados, indeed. I mean, and this should not be just overlooked because Barbados is also a wedding destination.
Yeah.
Correct.
And part of your wedding enchantment, folks, is the beauty of the flora we have and the different ways we can create spectacular moments with you as well, using the creativity of our horticulturalists as well. So we want to encourage you to give Barbados consideration as your destination of choice for your wedding or any large or minor celebration. We do it better than most. Look at this. 24 years now we've been receiving gold at Chelsea. We're going for the 25th so we can have a quarter.
Yes, we are. We're going to the 25th.
And so what does it mean, this win, generally, Jennifer, to be awarded the gold?
Well, Chelsea Flower Show is like the most prestigious flower show in the world. And there are people who come back, we're only 24, 38, 39, 40 times just to get a gold or just to get a medal. And in England, they put it on their letterheads, they put it everywhere on their cards, you know, the business cards. I've won something at Chelsea. So for us, it's wonderful too that we've won something at Chelsea, a little Barbados, a little dot in the ocean. So,
and not just something, we won gold. No, we won gold, you know. And so we're very, very proud of this. And we're very proud of the great work done by the horticulturists of the Barbados Horticultural Society, all of you creative people who see beauty in foliage and flowers and all of our blooms.
Even
and
dry stuff.
and even the dry stuff. And you make it pop and come alive. So it creates in our mind a happy space.
It does.
And I want to thank you all for that. Well done,
Thank
team.
you very
much. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank
and
you.
This approach was not just the Barbadians at home, but Barbadians in the United Kingdom as well. We worked with the BTMI and all of the other agencies. Congratulations from Vereen Walker. She's saying good morning to you. And so she's wishing all of you well for the great work that you've done as horticulturalists and representing Barbados at the Chelsea Flower Show, which is the prestigious flower festival anywhere in the world.
That's
Congratulations to Team Barbados on winning at the Chelsea Flower Show. Gold is from Marcia Rock. Marcia, thank you for commenting. That's our social media commenters who are chiming in at the same time. But you know what? When they have their exhibitions here, we need also to show up.
Yes, thank
Pat
you.
Ben is watching from the United Kingdom. She says congratulate from the USA. She says congratulations, ladies, as well. And so show up. We want to encourage you to get more into horticulture because you might have a particular bloom that we've not yet seen that you found is so different and unique. And so contact the Barbados Horticultural Society and see how we can all together as a nation go for the gold 25 times in a row. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Thank you.
And remember to take our greetings back to the other members of the
I will,
society.
yes, they're all watching.
And Andrew, to you, continue soaking it up.
Thank you.
We're happy for your participation. We're happy for your contribution because creativity rests within you. You've been doing this for a number of years as well. So continue making that significant contribution.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Isn't it beautiful, ladies and gentlemen? 24 years in a row, we've been winning gold at the Chelsea Flower Show in the United Kingdom. We are going for 25. For almost a quarter of a century, we have been doing this and rising to the cream of the crop. And so we want to continue doing it. And we want to continue giving our support to the Barbados Horticultural Society and those who grow and plant and enjoy and water and tender and care for. We want you to do the same as well. These aren't real, but they feel as real as ever. So imagine if they were real, what that moment could be like just for you. Morning Barbados takes a break right here. We're coming back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
This is where Barbadian football lives. Every Monday from 8:03 p.m., step onto the touchline. A 30-minute show featuring the BFA Premier League. Join Anmar Goodrich Boyce and Damien Best as they review the action. The goals, the grit, the glory, and the stories shaping the league. From kickoff to the final whistle, this is your front row seat to Monday Night Football. Touchline, bringing you closer to the BFA Premier League. See you on the touchline, live on TV8.
Touchline, sponsored by Dasani. Live first, Dasani after. And Powerade. Pause is power.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV-Cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your memories will be ready to relive and share again.
Are you
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Did you know tobacco is the only product that, when used exactly as intended by the manufacturer, kills up to half of its users? Also, tobacco kills up to 8 million people annually, and 1.3 million of those people are non-smokers. Did you know that in 2020, 22.3% of the world's population used tobacco? Lastly, to address the tobacco epidemic, 182 countries, including Barbados, signed on to the WHO FCTC of 2003. Stay tuned for more tobacco facts.
Oh, I saw myself in that statistic, probably I'm part of the 1.3. That's a lot of people who could die and have died from being around people who use tobacco. They're not even the user, but they're just paying the consequence. So we're looking at that because coming up on the 31st of May, this month, a couple days, we're looking at World No Tobacco Day under the theme Unmasking the Appeal, Countering Nicotine and Tobacco Addiction. So joining me this morning is Paulette Atkinson, who is a substance abuse prevention officer with the National Council on Substance Abuse, and Camille Lashley from the Ministry of Health. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
That statistic just shared with the young lady is harrowing. It's almost frightening to know. And so that's important, I believe, for us to hold at the top of mind as we approach May 31st. What do you think?
Indeed. And even in Barbados, 80% of deaths are caused by smoking. And the thing is that people need to understand that it's not just the user who is impacted negatively in terms of their health. It's persons around. We have secondhand smoke, where persons who are in the vicinity of smokers, they're inhaling. And we also have third-hand smoke. Have you ever heard of third-hand smoke?
What is that one?
So persons who would be smoking within a building or a home, an enclosed space, the
fabrics
fumes,
and everything.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that is re-emitted into the atmosphere. And if those spaces are not cleaned regularly, persons are inhaling and breathing in those toxic chemicals.
So when we say we're unmasking the addiction, we're showing the ugly truth about that addiction and how it impacts you, the smoker, but others second and third hand as well.
That's right.
So while you're having your fun puffing, you're damaging yourself, but you're also damaging others even when you're not there. That is scary in a significant way. So what can we do generally from the NCSA's point of view to be able to tackle this?
Well, certainly we need to be educated as to the facts. And now we have vapes and vaping devices, which are we're observing an increase as we traverse the island and so. So whilst the NCSA has not yet done specific studies in this area, we want persons in Barbados, anyone who's listening, to understand that using these electronic smoking devices such as vapes is equally damaging. And persons are misinformed. So that you need to have correct information. And you need to understand that traditional tobacco products such as Fanta, nicotine, cigars, even vapes are harmful.
Harmful indeed. And then it impacts on the Ministry of Health, Camille.
Oh, for sure.
And then you're met now with ugly statistics as well. Talk to me a little bit about what you see, what the ministry sees, and what the ministry is most concerned about.
Well, I think that the efforts from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, and then just the public in general, there is less of a trend of persons actually using tobacco, which is a good thing. And that's in part due to what it is that, you just saw, which is the FCTC, the Framework Convention on Tobacco Control, where there was a fervent effort in terms of, banning the marketing. You see the signs that no smoking signs, and then there's legislation that actually supports it, which is the Health Services Act of 2017, and it's freely available on the Barbados Parliament website. But as I said, we're lucky enough that we do not see high cases of things like lung cancer, etc. But the secondhand effects, as Paulette mentioned, and third third-hand effects of secondhand smoking, it is a thing. You know, people do suffer with cardiovascular issues. NCDs is the leading cause of death in Barbados, right? And tobacco smoking, tobacco inhalation, any of that contributes to NCDs. And if you look around, you know, if you even look in the polyclinics, even look at the tertiary institution, which is the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, we see persons suffering with, as I said, cardiovascular issues, diabetes, hypertension, and all of that can be linked to tobacco use and exposure. So it is a burden on us, but we deal with it one day at a time.
And trying to nip it in the bud literally is tackling it from the grassroots, the young people, the children.
That's
and I know you just talked about the vaping and the flavored this and flavored that is enticing a lot of people. The marketing around it has picked up and recognized, you know what, we feel the assault. Let's change the marketing to counter that assault as well. For a long time, Paul, we have been a nation that has been not shouting, but encouraging our people to get away from smoking.
That's right.
And we saw results. We saw some positive results.
Definitely.
The change, based on what you know at the National Council on Substance Abuse, has that statistic now changed in a direction which causes concern?
Yes, anecdotally, we are observing more persons, and certainly of younger ages, the younger demographic, engaging in smoking practices, even within the polyclinics, as Camille mentioned, from as early as pregnancy. We are being informed of, you know, women who are exposed due to partners smoking, members of their household smoking, and therefore that has an implication, because not only the unborn fetus could be impacted negatively, but children, as they grow up in a household where persons are engaging in smoking practices, this is very detrimental to their health. Short term, in terms of things like having colds and being exposed to respiratory problems, and long term, this could cause cancer. Even in terms of women being exposed to smoking, most women, do you even know that apart from providing, depleting your oxygen, it causes wrinkles, wrinkling of the skin, aging of the skin? Women who are smoking are 2 to even 6 times more likely to suffer a heart attack or some type of heart failure. And also, you are more at risk for progressing into menopause at an earlier age. So these are the types of effects that we really want people to understand. But where the youth are concerned, this is where we really want to unmask that appeal, because the industry has ramped it up in terms of providing this attractiveness to the product. And this is what we have to counter, to let persons, especially our youth, know that all the flavors and so associated are just there to literally mask the negative effects, to give you a false impression that this thing is cool and it's going to help you in some way, but really and truly, it is damaging you, it is killing you.
Definitely.
Oh. You called it the pause, which is it's a lot.
It's a lot.
And that's the whole purpose of this Focus on World No Tobacco Day, where we remind people of the many ways in which your abuse of nicotine and tobacco and all of that can impact you from the wrinkles alone.
Yes.
We've seen the ugly teeth. And I'm using the word, I'm sorry if it offends anyone, but the ugly teeth. We've seen the charred lips. We've seen so many different things happening. We've seen people with all sorts of respiratory problems because of lung disease that is triggered by all of this. And yet still we don't get it. Don't you ask yourself, why not? Why don't we get it? Why don't we? If we want to live, why don't we get it? And so what is the Ministry of Health then now doing on World No Tobacco Day to be able to not just make me aware alone, but to cause me to change my habits?
Well, this is our second year working with the NCSA. Last year, I worked with Mrs. Makeda Bourne, and we had a very fun time just in terms of trying to figure out what messaging can we give to people, because as you said, it's not that people don't know or we don't see the effects of like tobacco use from the very old to the very young, but this is a different generation, right? And tobacco products have been fashioned in a way that looks more attractive to them. So while they may not be using the actual cigarette, as we said, we're trying to unmask the fact that these same vapes that you're using, they contain the same harmful tobacco products that used to be in these cigarettes years and years ago. So what we're trying to do is just change how it is that we package the messaging, because the facts are out there. The World Health Organization is an amazing tool for people to go to. And again, we have the BarbadosParliament.com, the Health Services Regulation of 2017 Act, which it states everything that you need to know there in terms of the legality of it. But the World Health Organization and the Ministry of Health and NCSC are great tools and resources that you could use for more information. So what we're trying to do, as you saw on our social media campaigns, we have some videos coming up, so persons could look forward to that leading up to World No Tobacco Day. But we're trying to fashion or package the facts in a way that relate to the younger generation, because it's, as Paul Yvette said, it's that younger generation you see with the vapes, these colorful looking devices, and they think, it's ever so cool, but no, it's not. So we're repackaging our messaging, trying to make it a bit more applicable to the younger population. We're also revisiting the older population in terms of how it is that they would have learned about tobacco back then and how it is now, and realize that it is their youth, it is, their children, their grandchildren that are being exposed to the same products that they were before, but they just look different. So it's just about educating and, I guess filling that education gap and filling that age gap when it comes to tobacco products then versus now. It's the same thing, just in a prettier packaging. But also to let them know we're here to help. The NCSA has resources, we're here to help. We're here to inform, we're doing community pop-ups, as in the Ministry of Health and Wellness. We're doing community pop-ups throughout the rest of the year, where we're gonna go to different areas within Barbados to provide health services, etc. But one of the things we really want to do is health education, and we want to get into communities where tobacco use and vape use may be high, and let them know, well, hey, we understand you may have whatever issues, whatever the case may be, and this may be used as an outlet, but there are resources for you to be better and get better, and we just want to be able to help them.
Yeah. And from the NCSA's perspective, what are you doing now that we know the truth and the ugly truth
about nicotine and its addictive, gripping nature? We're ramping up our education in schools and communities, and like Camille said, using social media more effectively to directly engage our young people in particular and other vulnerable groups. We continue to partner with the Ministry of Health in terms of the social media campaign, but again, it's all about facts. It's all about giving people information in a way that makes sense and that they can apply to their lives. So as young people, crop over is coming up, there's a lot happening on the social scene. You need to keep track of your health and what you're breathing in. Because at the end of the day, if we're not breathing oxygen, we can't live and our bodies can't function effectively.
Definitely.
That is so simply put, but so poignantly put as well indeed. So what is cool for now is not cool for later on.
Definitely.
So while you enjoy the moment, just remember there are consequences to that enjoyment. And that's the message we want you to always remember. Make wise choices, because there are consequences to every decision that you take. So consider the consequences before you make that decision. And I'm hoping that younger ones is an appeal to you, and then an appeal to the older ones as well. We tend to think, they're talking to the younger ones who are having the trouble now.
Yeah.
No. All of us play a part in all of this, because it's our example that the children follow, but it's also our responsibility to monitor what the children do. And so we want you to have wiser choices by simply getting more information, getting more knowledge. Contact the NCSA. The professional officers are always ready to assist. That they're so able to, and ready that it's not even funny. And the Ministry of Health, through the Parliament's website, has also shared with you what the legislation says. And if you need to know more, consult your medical practitioner who will guide you. And that's the whole purpose of all of this. So while we're marking a day, that day is simply a moment in time for us to stop and pause. But then we pick it right back up again, and we continue the fight against nicotine and tobacco abuse and smoking generally, because vaping just ain't cute.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Morning Barbados comes back with more in just a moment.
Did you know? According to the Barbados Health Service Smoking Regulation 2017, a person under the age of 18 is considered a minor. No minor shall use or sell tobacco products or electronic smoking devices, including vapes. Additionally, it is illegal for an adult to purchase any tobacco-related products or vapes for a person under the age of 18. Finally, a minor should not be used in the promotion or advertisement of tobacco-related products or vaping or any electronic smoking devices. Stay tuned for more tobacco facts.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world, your playlist, your station. 98.1 The One.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Tell me which month the goat learn to call. Tell me which month the goat learn to call. I said, tell me which month the goat learn to call. Tell me which month the goat learn to call. January, February, March, April, May, 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 May.
June actually comes next if you pay attention to your calendar. That's a production from Brata Productions. Brata Productions represents who we are as a people in a very large space known as New York. And so we're joined this morning by the executive director in Andrew Clark, Jamaican. And next to him is Dana Wiltshire, Barbadian, who is the admin assistant. And so good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Let's talk a little bit about being Caribbean in North America. How's that?
That's interesting. I think the biggest part is missing home. Yeah, missing home is a big part of living in America and trying to keep that feeling of home and keeping your culture alive, essentially. Because a lot of times when you move to America, you're forced to make a choice, assimilate or hold on to your culture, and most people choose to assimilate because that's easier. And my thing is, I want to keep the culture alive.
But you knew that the reality is when you look out the window, it will look different.
Absolutely.
But you're now determined, I want to keep my sphere of influence very familiar.
Yes.
Very familiar with my values and the things I represent. So how do you go about doing so as a programming at Brata Productions?
Started Brata back in 2009. And the mission was about preserving and showcasing authentic Caribbean culture, because parts of Caribbean culture, instances of Caribbean culture exist in mainstream theater, but they're not always authentic. There's always a version of us, and we look on and Us that are Caribbean will cringe when we hear the accents, and we've all heard them on TV. So ours is about representing an authentic Caribbean voice. And we do so through a suite of programs. So we do after-school programs in Queens and Brooklyn. We have a senior center education program, a suite of family festivals, Banker Caribbean Culture Festival, Caribites Food and Music Festival, and our Christmas celebration, Christmas Grand Market. We produce plays as well, and then we have a Caribbean ensemble, Brata, singers that do senior center performances, and then we also have a show annually off Broadway.
I could sit here and think, but yeah, you know, your audience is primarily going to be Caribbean anyhow.
Yes.
But you want to be able to spread the message beyond those who are attending as Caribbean to be those from somewhere else who say, you know, I'm caught on to the Caribbean culture. I want to get immersed in that Caribbean culture. I want to understand more about that Caribbean culture.
Yes.
Have you found that the fringes are coming in?
Absolutely. They always are. And I think our first, the proverbial low-hanging fruit, so to speak, are
ourselves.
Those that visit the Caribbean. They visited the Caribbean and have experienced Bajan, Trinidadian, Guyanese, Jamaican culture, and they want to be reminded of that, because not everybody can take a trip to the Caribbean every year, even though they'd want to. And so Brata is that option where you can immerse yourself and get a taste of the Caribbean, even though you haven't visited.
Dana, this has to be such a wonderful experience for you, isn't it? To live every day wanting not just to be who you are, but to tell the world who you are. So talk to me about your experience working with Brata Productions.
So I'm a recent hire, and I share all the time in any space that I really enjoy the work that we do. All of us that work producing Brata Productions are artists behind the scenes, and we work with artists, and so it feels really great to be an artist from Barbados and have the opportunity to showcase my culture in that way, in a setting that feels very welcoming and warm to that. So it is really magnificent. It's a
I
really
can't imagine, I wish I could, just the decision as to what shall we produce today. And you want to say, I want to do Barbados. And then, but no, there's something Trinidad or St. Lucia we should do. And so what's that creative process like generally? I know it's your recent hire, but still, you might have been sitting in and watching and hearing the discussion. What was that creative process like?
So we highlight the years based on milestones, and so Barbados was an obvious choice this year because of our 60th.
That's
yes.
right.
And so I was elated. I was like, well, here's going to be my 2 and 5 and 10 cents. Because
and so far so good in terms of acceptance of your 2 and 5 and 10 cents?
Yes, I feel like even us being here right now was very much the opportunity to just have this range of like there's a creative freedom that we all share, I would say, and Andrew's really good at like listening. And, yes.
Good. He listens. That's all I wanted to hear. That everyone listens, everyone respects the other contribution as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Andrew, how vast is this West Indian Caribbean diaspora, generally where you are, that is thirsting for us and our culture?
On the books, and I say on the books because not everybody answers the census, 800,000 New Yorkers that are of Caribbean and Caribbean American descent. So a huge population.
And that tapping into that is commercial, tapping into that is cultural, and that's why I'm glad your range of programs help us to get back to who we are, our values. Yeah. Have you seen the shift though? I mean, yes, there will be a shift because you're going to be influenced where you are, by where you are, but staying true and firm to who we are as Caribbean as well, while we've been influenced and being battered by. How real is that really for a person who's living in North America? Because, you know, the culture of North America is so pervasive.
Yep. It's certainly harder to keep it authentic in the North American space. And I mean, I think of how even Jamaica has changed over the last 20 years with the advent of cable. You hear kids speaking and they know more about American pop culture than they do about Jamaican culture and by extension Caribbean culture. I don't know if it's the same in Barbados.
Oh, yes.
So imagine living at the source. It's even harder to ground people in first celebrating and accepting their culture, especially for first and second generation Caribbean American folks. So it really is challenging. But the good thing is when we get introduced to folks that don't know our work, they get excited and they become fans for what we hope is live.
And so you're chipping away at that wall through the productions that you do.
Yes.
What we saw just a moment ago is folk songs.
Yes.
That will help our children learn the months of the year and perhaps the alphabet and all the rest of it, other than the traditional outside of here rhythms that we know.
Yeah.
So it's through music, through film. What else do you do?
Theater as well. Dance. So we encompass all the forms, the forms of the performing and visual arts, because there are visual arts components as well. One of our festivals, we have large life-size puppets of folk characters. So in Jamaica we have Rolling Calf. There are some islands that have Laja Bless, Dwayne, Massa Kuruman, all of these folk characters.
What does Barbados have? I'm asking you.
Very good question. I was trying to remember the Bajan one. Can you tell me?
Dana, can you tell him?
I don't know what we have that's Bajan, but I would say like maybe a Duppy.
Duppy is like Jamaican.
No, but we have that too, so I don't know.
People die everywhere.
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah, I don't know.
So we have our Bajan Duppy as well. But we have so many. We have the green monkey. We have characters of the green monkey, so we can make that larger than life for you.
But these...
We have the stilt walkers.
We do stilt walkers, yeah.
We have the Mother Sally. I don't think I've seen
These are
anyone
not
else.
those kind of puppets, though. These are more of like folklore, like scary kind
mythical
of. Yeah.
characters. Yes. So Papa Bois is one of them. He's the guardian of the forest. There's Mama Ludu, or River Muma in Jamaica.
Well, we have the Heartman.
Heartman.
Dana, teach him about the Heartman. Do your research on the Heartman and find out who the Heartman was. Even as a child, I would be in the house before it gets dark. But then as an adult, I was in the house before it got dark because of the Heartman. The legend of the Heartman is pervasive on an island. So
Thank
get
you
to know
for
more
that
about
one.
the
Yes.
Yeah, taught you something today. Add me to the credits in your production when next you're doing it, okay?
Will do.
Yes.
Fair enough. But while you're on the island, what are you doing here?
We are promoting all our productions for the 60th, which include celebrating Barbados, and of course trying to get to the beach.
Okay, let me not delay you any further indeed. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Great work you guys are doing at Brata Productions indeed. I like the quality, I like the creativity, I like the professionalism as well. So I wish you well as we continue to educate in North America who we are as a people of the Caribbean, because we're rich in culture, we're rich in talent, we're rich in everything. As a matter of fact, we're spicier than most. So we want to get to know a whole lot more about our culture as we explore the work of Brata Productions. Andrew Clark is the Executive Director, and with him is his Admin Associate in Dana, Wiltshire. Thank you so much. All the best. Enjoy the beach. Pat Ben is watching from New York. She says, I'm in Queens a lot and I would love to be a part of it. So she's watching. She wants to be a part. How can she do so?
You can find us on social media, Brata Productions. That's BRAATA Productions with an S. And on our website, brataproductions.org.
Simple assignment. So get involved indeed. So thank you both. Enjoy your beach. Which beach are you hoping to go to?
Dana, which beach we're going?
Probably Browns. I feel like Browns Beach
So
is,
easy.
yeah.
He's my tour guide.
Well, enjoy your tour. Thank you so much for joining us. All the best.
All right.
Thank
Morning
you.
Barbados is right back right after this.
That I had to leave you to understand just how much I miss the galleon citadel, where days long ago brave men served this country well. Where sun is bright, or evening with soft light, a shaded tree, Rio maiden for company, a gentle breeze, a warm caress if you please, work, laughter and play, yes, we'll always be this way. Haiti Sherry says Haiti is my beloved land. How I never knew that I'd have to leave you to understand.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
This is where Barbadian football lives. Every Monday from 8:03 p.m., step onto the touchline. A 30-minute show featuring the BFA Premier League. Join Anmar Goodrich Boyce and Damian Best as they review the action. The goals, the grit, the glory, and the stories shaping the league. From kickoff to the final whistle, this is your front row seat to Monday Night Football. Touchline, bringing you closer to the BFA Premier League. See you on the touchline, live on TV8.
Touchline, sponsored by Dasani. Live first, Dasani after. And Powerade. Pause is power.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your memories will be ready to relive and share again.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world, your playlist, your station. 98.1 The One.
Books open your heart.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
7 minutes after 7 o'clock, I just spoke to you about the brilliance of the people of the Caribbean. I'm now telling you about a show tomorrow night where you will also see the brilliance of the two neighbors and more from the Caribbean as well. And I'm speaking of Ras Eiley and Friends. That big One Caribbean concert is on at the Gymnasium tomorrow. And so today's his birthday, so I shall sing for you, Ras Eiley. He's right here with me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, and that's the way you sing it. So you're going to mind the key, man. Yes,
Good to see you, my brother.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Empress Celestia I.
Amen.
And it's grateful to be here again. And I would like to say give thanks and praises. Because a lot of people today can't wake up.
Boy, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I keep saying to folks as they watch every morning, remember, you've been given another opportunity. One, how do you spend your time? And you do that deliberately. How do you spend the time given to you? What difference can you bring? But remember, you have a creator. Acknowledge your creator and then love your neighbor as you love yourself, because we're a community together. And so I'm glad that today we can celebrate you today as a community. You've given to Barbados such great music and such great experiences over time that it's one, good that you're still able, you're still alive, and that you still give back. So again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So we'll get on tomorrow.
Well,
that's Bajan. Sorry, what's going on tomorrow?
I'm from Trinidad, I understand.
I'll tell you, I'll introduce my good friends in a minute.
We're looking to keep the fire blazing. And as you know, the two guests here, we got Gypsy from Trinidad, Benjai bridging the gap between the older guard into the younger generation, and then you got young Eiley. A very hard job in terms of continuing and following in the direction and legacy of the father.
Indeed so. And so, all set for tomorrow evening now?
Yeah, man, everything Irie, you know, everybody ready to go, and we try every year to make sure that we remind people how this thing was built. And a lot of these people on the show are legendary artists, and the younger artists now would be able to acknowledge through rejuvenating and bringing the show and the music that they would have grown up hearing in the parents' cars coming or going to school for the evening. So sometimes you will hear, well, okay, we bring in Gypsy. But the younger people might not know Gypsy, but they might know Captain, the Ship is Sinking. So it's a whole connection. You try to connect the song to the face and bring the younger artists into recognizing that these people build Crop Over, build Carnival, and if you don't know where you come from, you can't know where you're going. And my move to the younger generation now is when you hold the microphone in these times, because this country is going in a direction where the youth becoming uncontrollable. And what we say and do with the microphone, the message we send, have to be very important and productive and constructive.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's what we're trying to do, and we're trying to bring the older guard that have been, they've been left out in terms of feeling comfortable going to a venue that is secure without any bad behavior. And a lot of people come to the show, and there's a lot of socializing and meeting people that you haven't seen since the Calypso tents, because this is the avenue now where the people have to come back out and enjoy the music that they grew up on.
Listen, this is an event where every age can come and find a space, because all of the great music that you love and you listen to all the time is going to be right there. Look at your screen. If you look at your screen, you'll know what we're talking about. It's the 4th annual concert by Rasali and Friends. It's at the Garfield Sobers Gymnasium tomorrow. Showtime is 9 o'clock. If you do not already have your ticket, you are wasting time. So make sure you get your ticket as soon as possible to show up and be there. Come to sweat, come to party. The floor literally is yours. Young Ailey, you're one of those who has the opportunity to be on stage with the legends like Gypsy.
Yes.
What does this opportunity mean to you?
Well, for starters, it is a great privilege to have the opportunity to experience a side of music that I didn't even come from, per se, because it's two different generations. And with that being said, it really opened my eyes to realize that the genre itself, there's more to the genre than just the partying and the festivities. There's more spirituality in it, and things related to ancestors and stuff like that, from slavery things and what's not leading up to now. Long story short, like my dad said, you got to acknowledge those who come before you, and at the same time you can live and learn. And then when you get that, you could add from what you come from and go forward.
Listen, your father has left such a legacy. It's important that you understand and respect that legacy.
That's correct.
And in respecting that legacy, you respect your craft.
Correct.
And it's now vested in you to be able to continue that legacy in a very significant, responsible way. And I know you can do this. And with an uncle like Malcolm, who himself dabbles in the performing arts as well and is a DJ and so forth, you'll understand, the small family understands music.
Yeah.
So, my brother, there's a lot that rests on you now.
Yeah, it's true.
I know you can handle this, right?
Yeah, of course, because like I've been saying for a while now, I started the soca journey from last year. But despite that, I was always musically inclined. It was always a love of music. I used to dibble and dabble in hip hop for years. It's just I decided to step in my comfort zone to make the attempt. And the direction is going, it's just happening natural. It feels like this is really where it's supposed to be.
Finally, he's come home. So, well done. I'm sure your father feels the same way. Yeah. Benjai, welcome to Barbados again.
Blessed,
Listen,
Grand Rising.
Home to you, right?
Of course, it's always a pleasure to be here. It's always a pleasure to be in the original. I just call it BIM.
That's what we call it too. So you're home. You're using the language we use.
Yes.
So BIM welcomes you yet again. You have also such a catalogue of great music. So what can we expect from you tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow we will have a lot of fun. You know, on stage, you know, sharing the stage with senior comrades, the artists I look up to, you know. We were just talking backstage, and Gypsy was telling them how he saw me. The only thing Gypsy can do is deliver me from any delivery. You know what I mean? And then it's a pleasure to be around Ailey, you know. He's this carnival here, he came and he spent the carnival with me in Trinidad. So we have fun. So it's tomorrow night is not like last year was my first year. So I was just warming up. So this
you're all fired up.
Yes.
All fired up.
Tomorrow night is fun. It's gonna be fun tomorrow night.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of fun. It usually is a lot of fun. You know, I have people in young Eileen's age range in my family who always attend and they have a blast. And I'm looking forward to all ages, all ages. The music is wholesome. These fellas produce wholesome music that we can all dance and enjoy with lyrics that connect immediately, that linger in your mind thereafter. And so that's the whole point. You know, that's the beauty of the music you craft. It's not unforgettable music.
And the cast for tomorrow was perfectly selected, you know.
You got that right.
So sad that Gillo could not make it because of the illness, you know. And I sad that also Baron, you know, because of the illness, you know. You know, that was the list. But we could still sweeten it up on their behalf, you know, and represent.
Representing indeed. Captain, the ship is sinking. Are we getting that tomorrow? Welcome the one and only, the one and listen, we have known all of your music over the years.
Yes.
We've all enjoyed all of your music over the years. We know that even in your dance and party songs, you're doing social commentary.
Yes, I do.
And that there's a trick that you do to get that done. What is it?
Well, first of all, let me say that it's nice to be here in Barbados. And may I say welcome Barbados to me. I am an honorary Barbadian, as you very well know, that I've spent quite a bit of my life in and around Barbados. I have a lot of ties here, and I love it. And whenever I come to Barbados, it's like coming home. And this time it's no different. And when I come, I have been on Eileen's friends. When I say Eileen's friend, I mean it in the truest sense of the word. He has been my friend for a very, 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 very long time. And this occasion that he has put together here for us to come together, bring the Caribbean together, bring our music together, and keep our historical memory of what the Caribbean is all about together. I have been here from its inception, and I want to tell you that it's always a pleasure being here, and this time is no different. I'm happy to be here to do exactly what I do. To do exactly what I do. I like you said, I am always conscious of the songs that I sing, because when you sing, it's not like miming. You don't sing for yourself. You sing for people. What you say is taken in by a whole lot of people. Some people ignore it, but a lot of people take it in. And all my songs have been very well taken in throughout my entire career. And I've been in this business for more than 60 years. And I really, really enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing it still. As a matter of fact, I might even say it's one of the things that I enjoy the most in my life, and I'm happy. I'm 63 years old.
Congratulations.
And I'm happy that I'm
able to.
Yeah, I'm saying 60. What am I saying? Why am I taking away my age? I'm sorry. I was thinking about the amount of time I was singing. I am 73 years old.
Wow.
Ross, I teeth in your age, man. What's that, man? I've been singing as long as this man has been alive. Been alive. And no, so that's what I actually.
What does it mean to you to walk into the gymnasium? I know that every human head you see knows every word to all of your songs.
I am almost sure that they do, and I feel very happy and very comfortable. As a matter of fact, it's always a conundrum that I find myself in, because before I get here, I get a list of songs that I am supposed to sing this, and I'm supposed to sing that, and I'm supposed to sing this one, you know, and I am saying to you that it's not Gypsy in concert, and I have, like 300 songs there.
Yes.
And I really don't know how in the world I could sing all the songs that they want me to sing. I try to do the most relevant ones. And one thing I'm going to do is to make sure that we have a good time in whatever I do, you know, and God still give me the strength and, you know, and the vigor to do it. And I have it in me to do, and I'm going to do it for them. And I know that Ras Eileen and Friends is a signature event now within the sphere of the cultural effect that is at Barbados, and I want it to continue. And I'm happy to see that every year that when we come here, it is so well attended.
Yes.
It is so well received by the people, and I'm happy. And I want that good reception to continue long after I'm gone, because you see, we don't have Gillo here with us because he's not well. We don't have Baron with us because he's not well. One of these days you may not have me on the show because I am not well. It is just human nature, and that happens. But that should not prevent the continuity of the whole event. That is, Ras Eiley took so much time to put together this Ras Eiley and Friends. While it is that we are celebrating his birthday, and by the way, happy birthday to you, my dear brother.
Happy birthday, happy Earth strong.
We pray to our ancestors that you continue to live long, live strong, and keep this going, you know.
Amen.
And we pray to the people of Barbados that they too would look at this not just as a one-off or a Ras Eiley cultural event, but something that is woven within the fabrics of the culture of Barbados for years to come.
Amen.
Because it's doing a lot of things, like I said before. It is not just a one-off show. It is a historic event. It is teaching our children. It is like telling them about Columbus, or telling them about all the other ancient things that are past. Some of them are lies, but it's telling them about it, and this is showing them the truth. So it is reflective in us as persons, and it is reflected in our music as genres. That as a genre that is calypso, and we are very happy, and so we ask them to continue to support this event. Tomorrow night is no different. Come on out. You're going to have a wonderful time. And the edict of Calypso is that it is to entertain and educate at the same time. So we have a multi-dimensional function. And that is one of the things that I want us to continue to do, and to see it going and to see it grow. So we look forward to seeing them tomorrow. We look forward to entertaining the people. I personally look forward to entertaining you and doing some of the songs. Do not expect me to do all of it. I can't, but I would try my best to do as many. I don't know how much songs Ras Eiley and they will allow me to sing, but when I get there, whatever I'm allowed to sing, I will try to do the choicest ones.
And we appreciate that. We really appreciate that. So
Thank you.
Ras, we ready. We ready. This is a big show. You've created something that is very, very special. This is the 4th edition. And I know, as Gypsy was just saying, long may it continue forever. Who else is coming? These are your friends.
Well, we got a whole posse. We got people like Lord Nelson. I think in another month he'll be 95 years old.
Wow.
So it will be
So
very
this is
interesting
special to see him now.
To see him. And he's not easy on stage. Don't get tapped with the 95. we also have Short Shirt out of Antigua. We got Portia from St. Vincent.
Wow.
We got Johnny King from Trinidad. We got Poser from Trinidad. We got remind me there, Benji. Call some names. We got
Just say it's an amalgam of Caribbean entertainers coming together. Basically, it's too numerous to remember all of them. But just to say to you that we are going to be here, and all the names that are called there, and the ones that are not called, you're going to have some surprises on the show, and that is going to be fantastic.
He's a good marketer. Really good marketer. Well said, Gypsy.
He just flow like the river.
Deep and wide. And so tomorrow night is going to be tremendous, folks. Don't forget, show up, show out, be prepared to sweat your way through, because you're partying all the way down. And there's some songs that are going to be conscious as well. So as you reflect, let it pour through your soul as well. And so we want you to come to Ras Eiley and Friends at the Gymnasium tomorrow evening. The show starts at 9 o'clock. There will be some DJ music, but listen, the performers who are going to be on stage, these young men and older men who are going to be on stage tomorrow to sing from their heart, are singing for you. And they're singing also in celebration of their friendship with Ras Eiley and his birthday, which is being marked today as well. So I want to encourage all of you, as early as possible, for those of you who do not yet have your batch of tickets, to get to your batch of tickets today, because we don't want you to miss what's going to be happening tomorrow, which shall be, and I use the word, epic. Tomorrow.
Of the Ras Pearson. I would like to take this opportunity, Pearson, to thank Diane Fort and the whole of CBC staff and operation, because I don't think nobody in Barbados can claim that they may know or hear about this show. Admiral on 100.7, and all the other disc jocks did a marvelous job in getting the message to the people, and it's for the people now to turn up and come out, and I really appreciate it. I would also like to thank Carter's and Company. They've been there from day one, giving me the support. Lucky Horseshoe, Medic Response, and the Hilton Barbados.
And most of all, we thank you. Barbados, from a grateful place inside, says thank you, Raz, for all of the music you've done. You know how I feel about your music.
Give thanks and
know
praises,
this.
brother.
They're lucky I'm not on the radio, because it will be flooded with Ras Ali's music. But thank you. I wish you well in the production as well. The young Ali, good to see you as well. Benjai,
Always, man.
good to have you, my brother.
Thank you very much.
And that man over there, Gypsy, the perennial Gypsy. It's on tomorrow evening, ladies and gentlemen. Do not miss this. It starts at 9 o'clock.
Gates
at the
open at
gymnasium.
7.
And doors open at 7 o'clock. So take the bus, drive your car, lots of parking. You get there and just spend the rest of the night having a really good time with Ras Ali and friends. All the
We
best.
start on time every single time.
Sure.
Very
Well
punctual.
done.
You were trained by Spectacular. You can't do anything
Yeah, man.
else.
Yeah. Frank Martin
Can't
Noble.
do anything else.
So
only
you're
one
held
way.
to your own performance.
Yeah,
so
man.
therefore we shall see how it works out in the day.
Thanks,
We're
my brother.
excited about this. So thank you all for coming. All the
Thank
best.
you.
Enjoy
Thank
the
you for
rest of your
having
time in
us.
Barbados and the rest of your time home.
Yes, always. I am home.
There you go. Well done indeed. Morning Barbados breaks here at 25 after the hour. We're back in a moment.
Everybody getting down on the soca train. Here come the soca train. Getting down on the soca train. Everybody getting down on the soca train. Here come the soca train. Getting down on the train. What's that? Talking about toilet paper. Oh God, toilet paper. Oh my God, toilet paper. I see black, I see brown, I see grey and green. The most toilet paper I've ever seen in my life. Toilet paper. Toilet paper. This is a rock. Oh yes. We gas tank almost empty. No electricity. We oil pressure reading low.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will try.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
28 minutes after 7 o'clock, and we continue to celebrate the improvements and the achievements of the Queen Elizabeth Hospital as we as a people, a grateful people, say thank you for the developments that we're seeing there. Part of which is the opportunity now for Barbadians to have world-class treatment should they be diagnosed with cancer. So joining me this morning to talk a little bit more about where we are now and what those pieces of equipment are really meant to do is Corey Drakes, who we met before as a, what do you call this? A linear
physicist.
Right.
And the linear accelerator.
Right, the linear accelerator and a big physicist. And so with him is Dr.
Sripati.
Shripati.
Yes.
Shripati.
Yes.
Okay, good. Welcome, first of all.
Thank you.
Starting with Corey, let's talk a little bit about the work and what the accelerator is designed to be able to do as it relates to cancer treatment.
Sure. So the medical linear accelerator, called the Halcyon, is a radiation therapy delivery system. It's quite modern. It has onboard imaging systems that would allow us to, verify setups, because the tissues in the human body, they move, and therefore it's important to image first before delivering this conformal, highly precise and accurate radiation therapy to our cancer patient population.
Before we had this, what did we do?
So we were using cobalt technology. It was the technology of the time. As mentioned previously when I was here, that was the technology that we were using to deliver cancer treatment. However, as medicine evolved, as technology evolved, our healthcare system also had to evolve. And I'm truly thankful for the government of Barbados for this investment, for the management at the hospital, for actually seeing the value that this technology would bring to the patient population of Barbados.
So with the evolution of technology and what this now brings, does it mean that we get faster, more accurate diagnoses?
Sure. So the technology itself is for treatment delivery. It doesn't mean that the prevalence of cancer would increase, but we would expect to see increased numbers because persons will stay home to receive this world-class health care. But it is a faster delivery system. As I said, it had more capabilities than the previous system, and therefore the Barbadian public can look forward to receiving world-class health care right here at home.
Dr. Shripati, how do you interact with this particular world-class standard in treatment care?
Well, I'm really happy to be a part of it in the first place. And with this, we are able to provide modern radiation treatments on par with what happens in developed nations. And we are able to give this high-end advanced radiation treatments to almost 95% of the population. I mean, the most common cancers that are seen here. We give radiation treatments to almost all sites. From the time we started using the machine, we have treated lung cancers, uterine cancers, cervical cancers, head and neck cancers, high-risk prostate cancers, breast cancers. We have literally treated almost every kind of solid tumor that is possible. So with this machine, we are capable of providing those high-end radiation conformal treatments, which gives us better outcomes with fewer side effects, obviously, to all our population here.
This is a real great leap ahead from where we have always been. And so oftentimes we always wonder about recovery period. Does it also shorten or help to shorten recovery periods?
Definitely. Because like I said, we have transitioned from cobalt to halcyon, with which we are able to provide image-guided radiation treatments. By that, what I mean is we would know how much radiation dose is going to that particular organ or tumor, and how we can spare the normal tissue from developing the radiation-related side effects. So with all of that, we are able to deliver high radiation doses to the tumor while simultaneously sparing the normal tissue. So this automatically translates to better outcomes with fewer side effects, or better recovery, speedy recovery for the patients.
This is brilliant. And so, Corey, this is a part of what you've been pushing for a long time, and now it has arrived. And we want to assure Barbadians that we do deliver world-class treatment for anyone diagnosed with cancer. Sure. And so with the outcomes, as you've just shared with us, Doctor, it is a no-brainer.
Yes.
That we don't have to expense ourselves further by trying to seek treatment elsewhere. We actually do have the expertise and the facility to be able to deliver that world-class treatment in Barbados. So anyone watching now can say, oh, I have a diagnosis, I need not fear. I put my hands in your care, and the possibility is, yes, that I will not die.
Yes, very much.
And your assurance.
Yes.
It is a solid yes.
Yes.
There's no hesitation or anything at all about that. I know there's some afoot who would say they want to move to see cancer now as just another chronic disease, as opposed to a deadly disease.
Yes.
You hold that view as well?
Definitely, because that's what I tell my patients. I tell them not to be depressed, that this is not an end statement, or I ask them to take this as a marathon, not a sprint. Having a cancer doesn't mean that they have reached the end point of their lives. No, even with stage 4 cancers, patients still have a really good life expectancy, like 5 years, 10 years, depending upon the type of the cancer, depending upon the tumor biology. So, it is not a death sentence. So that's what I tell my patients. And for 5 years, 10 years is not a less time at all. It is a significant part of time. Right. And so maintaining quality of life while trying to control the disease is very important for these patients in such particular instance. So that's what I tell them. It's not a death sentence. We still have a long more way.
Still have a lot of life in you left to go.
Yes.
And so, Corey, in terms of staying on top of the technology and the changes in technology so that we are always at the forefront, in terms of the capacity of the hospital now to be able to do all of that, to be relevant as changes occur, how are we in terms of training and everything else?
So that's going pretty good. What I would say is that we brought in a team of professionals to spend at least 9 months with us. And that team of professionals, their responsibility is also to impart knowledge, not just for the clinical implementation and the operationalization of the system. And what I can say is, since we treated our first patient back in November 2025, we would have done an excellent job, because in this 6-month period, patients started treatment. We reached numbers over 130 patients starting their treatment. Recently, we just completed our treatment course for the 100th patient, for example, in that time period. And this is just the start, right? We want to continue improving through this continuing education and development, ensuring that we have the right expertise, ensure that we are keeping up to date with best practices in the field. And I want to assure the Barbadian population that we are doing what we can in order to deliver safe, accurate, efficient, and precise radiation therapy.
We don't want anyone to come down with cancer, but there are things that we can actually do, doctor, to reduce our own, by our behaviors, our incidence of possibly developing cancer. What are some of those things, out of curiosity? How we eat, how we drink, the places we associate, how we don't smoke, those kinds of things?
Yes, definitely. So to begin with, making healthy choices, starting from the young age, like not having processed foods, processed meats, and red meats, because all of these are directly linked to all kinds of cancers. So consuming more vegetables, greens, fruits, white meat, and maintaining a healthy weight, because obesity is again linked to development of various kinds of cancers, and having an active lifestyle, and avoiding smoking, alcohol, and definitely having timely, regular health checkups, screening. So all of these would definitely help in reducing the incidence of these cancers.
Yeah. And we can do as much as we can, but yet sometimes we get that diagnosis. Now we know at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital we have a treatment opportunity for everyone. And so we've seen much success because it is more targeted and it does not affect the other areas. It just targets, treats, and you're good to go yet again. We give you life one more time, and to save you some money by having to figure out how do you travel to achieve what it is that you thought you needed to achieve. And so, well done, QEH. Well done to each of you.
Thank you.
Corey and Dr. Shripati.
Yes, please.
Got it right. Got it right. Thank you so much. Good to meet you. And good to see you again, Corey.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Queen Elizabeth Hospital, as well, for the level of service that you continue to improve on and to bring to Barbadians treatment options that are being life-saving. We thank you so very much. Morning Barbados Breaks here. We're coming back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
This is where Barbadian football lives. Every Monday from 8:03 p.m., step onto the touchline. A 30-minute show featuring the BFA Premier League. Join Anmar Goodrich Boyce and Damian Best as they review the action. The goals, the grit, the glory, and the stories shaping the league. From kickoff to the final whistle, this is your front row seat to Monday Night Football. Touchline, bringing you closer to the BFA Premier League. See you on the touchline, live on TV8.
Touchline, sponsored by Dasani. Live first, Dasani after. And Powerade. Pause is power.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Barbadian. Look at them. My name's right here. My name.
Well done. You found your name.
I know you're ready. That is such a. That's amazing. My name's right.
There was such a frenzy in Barbados just the other day. I know for those of you who didn't know it was happening, you were caught up in it too, because you just left where you were, you rushed to get to, so you could be a part of the excitement of iShowSpeed, that online character who is global. And he brought such attention to who we are as a people in Barbados as well. And so you asked the question, I did too. Who or what is the organization behind all of that? And we found them. Shaka Bars is with me. He's the producer of the iShow Caribbean Speed Show. iShowSpeed
Caribbean Tour.
Thank you. It's a lot in the mouth, huh? Good to have you indeed. Barbadian, British, Ghanaian, all of that all wrapped up in one, but a good man. And Miracle Ann King is the line producer for that same production. Miracle, what an opportunity.
Yes, indeed.
How was it for you working in the capacity you did?
Well, I have a background in communications, doing national campaigns, and even producing content. So it wasn't anything new to me, but on a global scale, as big as it was, reaching millions of viewers live, that was different for me. It showed me that Barbados young people have the ability to be in a space to create a global world-class type production.
So it was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work.
But you pulled it off. You pulled it off nonetheless.
Yes, with the help of so many stakeholders. I can't say that no man is an island. And definitely it has showed me that that is really true, and that once everybody band together to execute and stay agile, because you know in production so many things change on the day.
Yes.
That it can happen.
And it happened indeed. And so Shaka Bars, but you're almost the engine. You worked behind the scenes. And as I was trying to get a little greater detail as to how this all started in the first place, your name kept coming up. So right away, I know you're the man to talk to. What was this initiative all about? Because you've been all over the Caribbean.
Basically, it was about having fun. It was about reclaiming the narrative of tourism in the Caribbean. And it was about showing people real culture rather than making out that our islands are just backdrops for people's vacations.
That's what it started as. That was your plan.
My goal was literally to try to change the narrative about the way that people thought about the Caribbean.
And then you ask yourself, well, how do I do this? How do I change the narrative? And then you thought, hey, why not? Let's go on a Caribbean tour. Let's just expose what the reality truly is. Planning it, however, takes time. How did you go about planning such a huge moment?
So Speed has an amazing and brilliant team, and I have been working with them since the Africa tour. So I also co-produced the Africa tour, and it's a lot of conversations with him. He's a brilliant young man, and he's very interested in exactly what he's going to do, and really showing people various cultures. And one of his things is that he really wants to travel so that people can, and stream it so that people can live vicariously through him. And so he's never been to the Caribbean before, and he wanted to know what to do, what is culturally relevant, and the history behind it, and fun things to do. And so it was basically a lot of research, and then almost, I would say, we condensed 10 years of me and my other co-producer, Che, who is the manager of Michelle Montano as well. Our travels in the Caribbean over the last 10 to 15 years into 2 weeks.
Into 2 weeks, 10 years into 2 weeks indeed. And so you then set about to make contact, just to make sure it happened. And you roped in people at Miracle Land to be able to help you make it happen as well. That process, just ensuring that you have all of the little dots dotted and in right positions as well, and for permissions to occur. How did that work?
So the first person that I called was our Right Honourable Prime Minister, though it was in the middle of the elections and all that stuff was going on, and basically said, hey, this is what is going on and I need support with it. And then she basically said, okay, here, and made sure the resources were available. So then the next person I called was Minister Chad Blackman, Honourable Minister Chad Blackman, and asked him how can I move forward. And then he linked me up with Shelley.
Of the BTMI.
Yes, of the BTMI.
Shelley Williams.
And then after, well, actually, Chad, it was then Miracle, then Shelley, and then the last person, I think Miracle got involved with Minister Shane Archer as well.
Right.
So it was a collaboration of
all of these agencies together.
And then Carol from the NTF.
Right. I was stunned because on the afternoon of it, my godson posted something on his socials. He's at the Christchurch Foundation School. I'm like, who's that you're with, Christopher? Who is that person? I did not know. I was one of those who didn't know. But he was so proud with this school. First, he said, look, I'm taking a video with this man. There he is at schools, indeed. And just knowing and seeing the response of young people, what's the message that he brought? And what do you see as the positives coming out of this tour?
Well, I think you should answer that as a Barbadian first. I think you should, as a Barbadian who lives here, I think you should answer that.
I think what that did, or even the message, it kind of showed that young people are still interested in some things. It showed what they're interested in and how we can get them engaged to the level that it did. Because I think in conversations early on, we were like, Bajans are very cool. When celebrities come, we don't bother them. We don't fuss with them. They would keep calm. And when we garnered that response, it really showed that the generational gap that we speak about a lot, it can be bridged. It can be bridged through creating digital real experiences, through an authentic creator that people believe in, not that we believe in as the ones in the corporate offices, but the ones that they believe in, and how influencing can really happen, not just content creation, but true influencing.
Indeed. He went to my favorite spot in Oyston's, Mo's Place. I said, Maureen girl, I saw you. And so just having that authentic Barbadian experience so that we can show the world we're just more than sea and sand. We're people, we're places, we are fun things to do. Your overall takeaway from this, Shaka, and the Barbadian experience?
I think it was different. I think it was a change where he's with the Nyabingi, he's playing road tennis, he is learning about flying fish and cuckoo, he is going to a number of schools. I think where you have a country where 1/3 of the economy is based on tourism, and then another third of the economy is based on basically services that support tourism. And then the tourism is overwhelmingly European. I think now it shows that we can start to move that forward, and we just had a historic Air Peace flight land the other day. So now actually people are coming from Africa to here, and there's this direct connection. I think now is time to move things forward, and where we are as a production team now, we saw that Barbados had breakout searches of nearly 10 different things, including Rihanna's house, flying fish, how long it takes to get to Barbados. And usually it's about 74,000 searches a month. We got over 200,000 searches in one day. So the numbers reflect that people are looking for something new. And I really think that now is time to have a new paradigm where we start to look at our diaspora, and we start to look at people, different tourists, because that was the first time I've ever seen the airport full of beautiful African people.
It was shocking, really shocking. So well done to your new team, Miracle, and you were part of that team that made it happen as well. So congratulations on the success of it. I know you set yourselves always challenges, and I can't wait to see what that next challenge could possibly be. Thank you so much, Shaka Bars. Thank you. Good to meet you, Miracle Ann, as well.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best going forward.
Thank you.
Morning Barbados breaks right here. When we come back, I'm taking the remote and I'm controlling some cars. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your memories will be ready to relive and share again.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world. Your playlist, your station. 98.1 The One.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
7.5 minutes now to go to the hour of 8 o'clock. Look, I have the remote. You see, I told you I will have the remote in hand because the Barbados... What's the organization called?
It's the race team. That's here is BTR, Barbados Trinidad RC Race Team.
There you go. Barbados Trinidad Race Team.
RC Race Team, correct.
Is putting on something really big.
Yeah.
And this man's name is Zico. His name is Zico Miller. Across from him and next to him is Danraj Chase, and we have next to me Demario Hines. So what's going on?
All right, so we really and truly just want to showcase what person was called a hobby, which is actually skilled motorsport. So everything you can do with the rally cars we see over this weekend, these cars can actually do. From suspension tuning to engine tuning, different types of compound, you name it, these cars can do it. The only difference is the smaller scale factor.
I love this. It's beautiful. You can see these are already well oiled indeed. And so, what's your role in this, Daraj?
I'm a racer for the team.
You're one of the racers for the Barbados team?
Yeah, well, the private team that we have here.
Oh.
So we really went to Trinidad. We had a competition recently. We made good relations with some of their top drivers and people that knew more about the hobby. So we decided to form a team so we could attack it regionally and probably international.
All right. And for you and Demario, you're just a driver too?
Yeah, I'm one of the drivers as well for the team.
Talk to me about training for this.
So training, whenever we have available time, we will go down to the track and we will practice, see what the car is doing, see what it needs, and then we'll put it on the bench and make our adjustments. So the cars are fully adjustable. Just like a real car, you can adjust shocks, change the springs, change out sway bars, and a whole other set of adjustments you can make to find more grip, more speed.
Whoa. And there's an activity coming up, Zico, right?
Yeah. So, guys, if you see the cars, you're very interested in the cars, we have on-road track. We just want to beg at the on-road. Guys, know who you are. They are hosting an event, Bajan Nitro Explosion. And it's going to be the 7th of June coming.
Next weekend?
Yes, next weekend. Family friendly, guys. It's going to be a rally, but on a smaller version. You're going to see these cars hitting jumps, probably about 4 or 5 feet in the air.
You serious?
It is very exciting.
This is serious.
Yeah, so we employ everyone. If you do like rally, you are going to love this. And there are some bigger models as well, more so in a truck format. They will be on the track too as well, kicking up a lot of dirt.
All right. I have this, so this is what you guys work with. Your remote.
Yeah.
I can put it around my neck if I choose to do so, and I just steer and control what I'm doing here because it can go quite distances. Charging this now, these machines, do you charge them or do you gas them or what do you do?
Okay, so there are different models. The ones we have in front here and what is more popular in Barbados for the off-road scene are nitro engines.
Which is which one?
So all 3 of them.
All of nitro?
Right? Yeah, so basically the gas we use is right here, and this is pretty much the same gas rally cars and dry cars use, right? VP Racing Fuel. And we literally put them in the fuel tanks and we start up the cars. Now on the other side there are electric versions which are more eco-friendly. They're also a bit faster, but you miss the nostalgia of hearing the roar of the engine. And we really like that.
I can start this?
We didn't want because they can be very loud. And these engines rev all the way up to 40,000 RPM.
Whoa! So the same experience with the big cars we get with the cars as well. Sweet. Now you understand why you're so passionate about this, indeed. So this event that's coming is when? At the 7th?
Yeah, the 7th is a Sunday in the gymnasium, which is near out by the new renovated, the new built volleyball. The beach volleyball court. Right, we are off to the right where the dirt is. Pretty much we have our own track. There's as you come in gymnasium, you pass the AstroTurf, the first right where the set of car parts are, we are right up in there. So racing normally starts around 2 p.m. Yes, guys?
Yeah, around 2 p.m.
Around 2 p.m. So you guys come, you'll see what it takes to prep the cars, start the cars, and then you'll see a lot of cars on the action. We finish up around 5:30 or so.
Oh, that's a good time. That's a good time. So these can sound as loud as a regular race car. And how many years have you been racing on Daraj?
I've been racing competitively probably since 2018. I started off in the on-road division, won a few titles there. So we wanted to try something more challenging, and we went to the off-road. So we started last year, and so far everything we've took the experience that we had, took it over to off-road, and we've been pretty successful.
Wow. Demario, the same story as yours as well? You started on road and so forth?
So actually, funny enough, I started this when I was younger with my dad. Took a break, got back into it back in 2021. And I'm more for off-road, but I started doing the on-road as well too. Not as up there as some of the guys, but getting there. But yeah, been in the hobby for quite some time.
What about you, Zico?
Recently got into the competitive side of it. Only started this year. I come to find out I mainly like tuning, but I'm trying to get up to speed with racing as well. But before my dad had me as a little kid, you get some
tinkering.
Yeah, and it was into it as a little kid, but now being more competitive, only start from the beginning of this year.
So there's a whole team of people, because when we watch rally, we see a whole, just crowd and quickly fix and back out. Whether you're the mechanic, the guy who changes the tire, the guy who just, all of those people are also in this sport.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we were literally just a bunch of friends that we come together. We start driving, and then it was like we went overseas, went abroad, and from there we actually had a gel to work to beat our competitors in Trinidad because they were extremely fast.
Extremely.
So
and did you beat them?
We did.
Come on, we won. We
got it.
Well done.
Yeah.
And they would have been people who would have been doing this for much longer than you guys are. So, well, this must be really, really special. First place, the Nitro buggy. Well done, Barbados. Well done, Team Barbados. Indeed. You know, so this is a sport, another sport, but it costs. It must cost.
It does. Yeah.
But don't let that deter you. If you love it enough, you will invest. It is an investment indeed. And so the winnings are special, but the euphoria, it comes from the sound of the engine and everything else that you enjoy as well, the time spent. So this is new. Next Sunday, the 7th of June, just near to the Garfield Sobers Gymnasium, near to the volleyball park where they play volleyball now, the beach volleyball, that's where you're going to be, because a number of you guys are going to be piloting these vehicles in an experience never to be forgotten, and an experience you definitely have to try. Starts around 2ish, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, wrap up in a couple of hours, but unforgettable indeed. So thank you, Zico, Danraj, and Demario. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
I encourage all of you to come see it for yourself. It is going to be a spectacle, yes, but I'm sure it will tempt you as you look at your screen to get involved in this dirt racing using remote vehicles indeed. Boy, look at that. It looks so exciting. Well done. Teaches you to drive, teaches you about car maintenance, teaches you a whole lot about the mechanics, the vehicles, teaches you and just creates fun. Thank you again, gentlemen. All the best.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks for having us again.
You're welcome. I'm going to voom out here in just a moment. My little crew joins me in saying to all of you, have a wonderful today, a wonderful weekend. On Monday, we're moving show. I will take you to somewhere really special. So I want you to wake up early o'clock and tune in to see where we will be on Monday. But do join us then. I'm Pearson Boyne. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning.